Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tackling something that literally almost everyone deals with at some point, debt. But we're not just going to talk about it. We're actually going to demystify the mechanics of what experts call the debt trap and build a concrete toolkit for reaching financial freedom. Whether you're trying to protect your wealth or fighting to reclaim it, the strategies we're looking at today will give you a clear, actionable path forward. Let's jump in. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the debt trap, avoiding the trap, escaping the trap, choosing your repayment strategy, and finally, achieving financial freedom.
Let's kick things off with part 1, the debt trap.
Think of the debt trap like wandering through a dense, confusing forest. It's this vicious cycle of borrowing and repayment where you just lose your direction, right? The interest compounds, the balances grow, and boom, it spirals completely out of control. But here's the thing. Just like an archer focusing on a bright blue bullseye, if you have intense aim and the right strategies, you can absolutely break free from the woods and hit your target of financial independence.
But before we get into the actual solutions, I want you to take a second and ask yourself, honestly, are you trapped in a cycle of borrowing right now? Are your credit balances just sitting there, or worse, actually growing, even though you're making those monthly payments? Acknowledging exactly where you're starting from is absolutely crucial. You kind of have to know where you stand today to figure out how to get where you want to be tomorrow.
Moving right along to part 2, avoiding the trap.
So what are our best defenses? We've got 5 key prevention strategies: budgeting, building an emergency fund, using credit wisely, living within your means, and educating yourself. Now, these require a real shift in mindset. Take living within your means, for example. It's not just about spending less than you make. It's about being brutally honest about the difference between your needs and your wants. And no, upgrading to a premium ad-free streaming tier does not count as a basic survival need. You also have to actively fight off lifestyle inflation. You know, that dangerous urge to instantly ramp up your spending the second you get a raise. And wrapping all of this together is educating yourself, whether that's brushing up on financial literacy or talking to a pro.
Let's zoom in on budgeting for a second. Look, creating a budget is not about miserable restriction. It's actually a simple, active process. Step 1, track your spending. Write down every cent coming in and going out. Step 2, set limits. Deliberately decide what goes to necessities, what goes to savings, and what's left for fun. And step 3, which is super important, adjust as needed. Your budget is a living document. Regularly reviewing it is how you actually stay on track without going crazy.
Now, how do you protect that budget when life happens? An emergency fund. The gold standard here is saving 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Sound overwhelming? It doesn't have to be. The trick is to start small and set up consistent automatic transfers into a savings account. By automating it, you completely remove the temptation to spend it. Over time, you build this massive safety net without even having to think about it on payday.
All right, part 3, escaping the trap.
If you're already in it, escaping starts with a ruthless, objective assessment. Step 1, list all your debts, credit cards, loans, everything. But just listing the names isn't going to cut it. Step 2 is understanding the terms. You need to intimately know the exact interest rates, the minimum monthly payments, and the due dates for every single one. Information is literally your most powerful weapon here.
I highly recommend organizing your homework visually. Imagine a simple setup with 3 columns: the debt type, the interest rate, and the minimum payment. When you map it out like this, you see exactly what you're up against. No ambiguity, no hiding. It transforms this vague, stressful feeling of being in debt into a concrete, solvable math problem. Got your data? Great. Now you can aggressively attack the problem with these specific escape tactics. Get on the phone and negotiate lower rates or better payment plans with your creditors. Seriously, just ask. Look into consolidating your debt into a single loan with a lower interest rate. While you're doing that, ruthlessly cut unnecessary expenses. Ditch the luxury buys, lower the utility bills, cancel those subscriptions you forgot about. And hey, if it feels like too much to handle alone, definitely seek professional help from a credit counselor.
Next up, part 4, choosing your repayment strategy.
This is a critical decision point. It's a showdown between 2 extremely popular methods. On one side, the snowball method. This is where you throw all your extra cash at your smallest debts first. Why? Because knocking those out gives you incredible psychological momentum and quick wins. On the other side, the avalanche method. Here, you attack the debts with the highest interest rates first. It's the strictly mathematical approach meant to save you the most money over time. So, what's it going to be? Do you need those quick psychological wins from the snowball to keep your motivation high, or the mathematical efficiency of the avalanche? Honestly, just pick the one you know you'll actually stick with.
And finally, Part 5, Achieving Financial Freedom.
Everything we've talked about builds toward this ultimate target. Avoiding and escaping debt takes incredible discipline. It is a long, challenging journey, no doubt about it. But the key is perseverance. You've got to celebrate every little milestone, every card you pay off, every month you stick to the budget. Celebrate them, absolutely. But keep your intense focus locked on that ultimate goal, a secure, prosperous, debt-free future.
I'm going to leave you with this thought. Significant financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It comes from small, consistent steps over time. So take a look at your own finances right now. What is the one structured action, whether it's writing out that debt table, automating a small savings transfer, or calling a creditor, that you are going to take right after this explainer ends? The path is laid out right there in front of you. The first step is yours.